Well, here we go again. It's Saturday night. And I'll bet you the cops will be here within, a couple minutes. Because it escalates on the weekends, but it's any given night of the week, too. So, you never know. Is that the police pulling up now? And they stopped cruising night for this. Because it was too loud and there was drugs and there was people loitering to do this. Waiting on the cops to come any second now. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. So it's just a matter of who calls and what it's all about. Maybe the cops are already up there. I see tail lights, but I can't tell if it's a cop or not. Nah, they'd be quieting them down. Somebody stand down below me. One of the neighbors, maybe. One of the pot heads. The burnouts. Well, I could be smack dab in the fentanyl and heroin area. At least I got the potheads. They're a little more laid back, as you can see. They want to, the heroin addicts and the crackheads and the fentanyl people, they want to knife fight all the time. They got knives. They can't afford guns, so they like to sword fight like pirates. At least the weed heads, they just like arguing, you know what I mean? They don't, there's not, and fist fighting. They don't like the, you know what I mean? Whip out the artillery too much. So I guess when it comes to luck, karma, or whatever you want to call it, I lucked out a little bit. I could be down on York Street with the, you know what I mean, heroin addicts, the overdoses. Well, I didn't call the cops, but I am putting you on Facebook. I think that's what she was bitching about. I don't know. You know, you don't want to be on Facebook and YouTube. Stop giving reasons to be on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean? Go home, watch your kids, clean your house, take a bath, take care and brush your hair. You know what I mean? Go away. Go argue in the privacy of your own home instead of making a spectacle of yourself. Not only does it show your maturity level, but your IQ at the same time. Are you a child or are you a grown-up? Who does this and expects not to be on Facebook or YouTube for the dipshit that you are? Oh, I'm shocked. No cops yet. People out there. There's a lot of people walking around. Somebody over there. So it must be a prepaid live event. I don't know. Get your tickets now, people. Pay-per-view. She's a what? A victim or a vegan? I can't tell what she's saying. Is this the cops? No, not yet. So this is Pottstown's idea of a good time on a Saturday night. I mean, okay. Ooh, wait. There he is. There's the Popo. I knew they'd show up. A late and dollar short. To give their therapeutic advice. Oh, you all need to disperse, go home, and relax. Don't make no arrests so they don't do it again. Oh, now the crowd's breaking up here. The first ones to run are usually the ones that have weapons or drugs on them. Day out, right? There we go. Another cop. The Bible says that evil men run when no one pursueth them. And the rest of the ones standing there are the really dumb ones. Excuse me. Almost blew my nose on my camera phone here laughing. So yeah, at least the evil men run. These people who are left over are just the idiots, I guess. So it's going to be like every night of the weekend, every night, every other night. If it ain't inside my building, which it's these cars here, and they're the potheads in the building, which I don't mind. I am an advocate for medicinal and recreational marijuana. I think marijuana's done less damage than alcohol. So, but with that said, your rights should never infringe upon mine. That means you can smoke all the weed you want. I just don't want to see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, smell it, or hear it. You see what I'm saying? I have asthma. I don't want to breathe it in. Well, somebody's going to jail tonight, I think. They flew in serious with the lights and all on. So again, like I said, I have no problem with people that smoke weed. Hey, cheech, chong all you want. Munch, get fat, fall down the steps, whatever you do, burn your last brain cell out. Oh, another one. Out of all the chemicals out there, marijuana, again, is not the dangerous drug out here. He's reached his point. Daddy's had enough. What was I on? What train track was I on? Oh, the marijuana thing, yeah. He distracted me there. He actually got a little gruff with him. I know it sounds hypocritical, especially coming from an ex-drug addict and alcoholic, which I am. But you're either for something or you're against it. You know what I mean? I'm not one to go, yeah, man, I go to church. I dip and dab on the weekends like most people do. They pretend to be good on Sunday, and then the rest of the week, here comes another one. Jeez. I think that's a cop. Yeah, he's stopping. Yep. Good Lord. But this is getting just out of control. You know what I mean? You'd think weed heads would be more laid back. Nah. Who's that doing? You might be filming it too. What you doing down there, buddy? I'm the only cub reporter in this section of town here, bud. Stop stealing my newsreel. Get out of here. Who's that? Who is that? So, yeah, I don't know how they're going to clean up this end of town, but this is ridiculous. And you got to walk through this to get to the store. You got to, any doctor's appointments. And now, with that said, no one's actually bothered me, actually come up and offered to sell me drugs or, but it's here. There's always potential. I mean, when you have prostitution and drugs, there's always, potential for crime rate. I was sitting here, 4 weeks ago, and a guy got robbed out here. I filmed that. I mean, it's, it's not just here, it's everywhere in town. Shootings. There was an assault up in Upland and Manatoni Street. There was a shooting on Franklin and Evans and Beach between them two streets. I mean, it was just recently. So it's everywhere. So it's, again, Saturday. You can see the date, time of day at the bottom. And again, constitutionally, you have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as long as it doesn't infringe upon my rights. So have fun. You want to burn your brain cells out. You want to collapse your veins. You want to shoot heroin in your neck vein or forehead vein. You have fun. I just don't want it dropped on my doorstep. I don't want to see it, taste it, touch it, feel it, or smell it. You know what I mean? It's all five senses. This guy, what the hell? He come pulling up. Too late. Don't know what's going on. Got to get involved, though. Goes right up to the crowd. Well, I guess they're taking a couple people, or at least finding them this time. But this goes on, like I said, inside my building, outside the building. It's just one of those troubled areas. And they got to figure out how to cope with it, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess the main event is pretty much over. This is just the aftermath, so... And that usually ends up quiet. They're quietly writing tickets or whatever they're going to do. There's another cop there. He's laughing. How is this funny, buddy? How would you like this on your front doorstep, you dumb dick? Cops are just idiots nowadays. I'm sorry. 90% of the time they give you therapeutic advice. You know what I mean? Nobody goes to jail. You know what I mean? They're training these cops nowadays to not protect and serve, but to give advice. I didn't call you for your advice. I called you to deal with a problem. The problem is right there on the corner. Now do something about it. Don't give them advice. Do something to ensure that it's not going to continue to happen over and over and over again. And I think tonight they did, but, they think it's all funny. It's not. How would you like this noise, like I said, on your front doorstep where your kids play? Now, I don't have any kids, but you know what I mean. I was raised in the country, not the ghetto. I wasn't raised in, Harlem, or Hell's Kitchen, New York. I was raised in, on a farm where the loudest thing was crickets at night. Not screaming memes up and down the block. Yeah, they all pulled away. So, oh, they're still. Hear them? They're still yelling down the block. All right, well, that's it. Saturday night. There you go.